So there you go, guys. This here was the reason why I was shouting on top of my lungs to be careful out there. Be careful out there because we could see more selling pressure in price action on Bitcoin. And why? Because we found out we had a lot of GBTC outflow. We had minus outflow and even FTX, the bankruptcy FTX, unloading their cryptocurrencies. You can see on the fourth day, GBTC had a net outflow of $458 million with a total outflow amounting to $1.6 billion. Bitmec Research released the fourth day data of GBTC on social media platforms. GBTC had an outflow of $458 million on the fourth day, and the total outflow of GBT has reached to $1.6 billion. Grayscale could see up to 10 billion leave its Bitcoin ETF, says JP Morgan. If the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust loses its liquidity advantage, it could see an additional $10 billion in outflows, the bank said. Parallelly, we are also aware Bitcoin miners sell over 10,000 Bitcoin in a single day. Reserves hits yearly low. Yes, Bitcoin miners in selling mode, dumping $450 million Bitcoin in a single day. Even on-chain data from CryptoAnup indicates a substantial increase in selling activity by Bitcoin miners. In just the last 24 hours, they have offloaded nearly 10,600 Bitcoin valued at approximately $458.8 million. Along with the Grayscale outflow, along with the minus outflow, even FTX selling pressure contribute to Bitcoin's downtrend. FTX, the crypto exchange filed for bankruptcy in 2022, still boasts large amount of cryptocurrencies. Following the ETF launch, FTX started unwinding them. Reflecting on the matter, Scaramucci cited Anthony Scaramucci. The second thing we are seeing in bankruptcy state of FTX is unloading into the ETF announcement. There is a heavy volume of selling in Bitcoin right now. I do expect the supply overhang to be done in the next 6 to 8 trading days. And this is also my personal expectation. I mean, in 1 or 2 weeks, the sell pressure will stabilize and price of Bitcoin will start showing this actual move. So please be careful out there because market is expected to be even more volatile, and I don't want you guys to contribute to this liquidation. In the past 24 hours, there has been a total liquidation of $248 million across the network, with long position accounting for $218 million. So please guys, please be careful out there. Do not over leverage yourself and use proper risk management. Even if the price of Bitcoin starts showing some relief rally, there is a possibility of coming back above 42, 43, but it is not going to be the end, because if GBTC outflow continues, if minus outflow continue, we could see further more selling pressure in the coming days. And as you can see, this ascending triangle scenario played out perfectly. If you look at this ascending broadening wedge, it is happening right now. As soon as the price lost the support around this lower trend line from this ascending broadening wedge, it started showing weakness. Even this relief rally ended its move when we got rejected on the previous temporary support line, because on my previous video I showed you that this lower trend line was acting as a line of support in the past price action. This exact trend line will be rejecting us, and it did. We got attracted on this lower trend line, got rejected. After that, started with this corrective move. So according to this ascending broadening wedge, this bearish continuation pattern might have just started, and this lower area is where we could be getting attracted in between 30,000, 35,000, right? That would be the best case scenario to buy Bitcoin before I expect another rally to play out here in price action of Bitcoin like this. Because in history, if you look at this graph or histogram, history shows Bitcoin has never had 2 consecutive red years in a row. And if you look in our case, this year 2024 is red. It has started red because the price is below the 2023 closing price, which was I think around 42,700 range. So that's why guys, this yearly 2024 bar is turning red. But I want you guys to look at the bigger picture. 1 bearish year, 2 consecutive bullish year. 1 bearish year, 3 consecutive bullish year. 1 bearish year, 3 consecutive bullish year. In our case, we already had this bearish year, which was in 2022. So this pullback here could be just a trap, in my opinion. Price of Bitcoin showing some corrective move, right? And then starting with an actual impulsive move, because according to history, Bitcoin will see another 1 or 2 years of bull run. It is not 100% guaranteed, but if we look at the history, if we compare that with the current scenarios, it could be happening because we are aware about the upcoming Bitcoin halving. Yes, guys, before and after the halving, the price of Bitcoin has always been very volatile and also has always seen a retracement around this rising trend line before going parabolic. Each and every time during this expansion phase, you can see the price got attracted towards this rising trend line before going parabolic. So in our case, this rising trend line sits above 30,000. This might be attracting us before the halving, which will be also looked as a pre-halving shakeout. But once we find proper support around this rising trend line, once we enter to the halving, we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to go parabolic. So that's why, guys, this yearly column could be just a temporary radar. Once we go through the halving, this is going to start with another impulsive move, in my opinion, just like here from the past price action. This year 2024-2025 could be very, very bullish according to my analysis. And now, even if the price shows further weakness, even if the price gets attracted here to the downside, I was very clear on my previous video, this top, central and the bottom Williams alligator indicator will be acting as a line of support, because this is a bullish trend. Why bullish trend? Because only during an uptrend you will see this green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom. During a downtrend, blue line starts appearing at the top, green line at the bottom. And in our case, if you look at this carefully, green line is still at the top and blue at the bottom, which indicates this trend is still in an uptrend. So any sort of a pullback, this Williams alligator indicator will be acting as a line of support above 30,000 range. Not just only that, even this CPR indicator will play out perfectly. We are expecting the price of Bitcoin, right, to get attracted because this is a VCPR. VCPR attracts us. That's why I have placed this magnet in between 30,000, 38,000 range. This is the area where I personally think the price of Bitcoin could be getting attracted before finding bottom, before starting with this actual impulsive move. So that's why, guys, that's why any sort of a pullback in the medium short term could be just a temporary pullback if we look at the bigger picture. Yes, in a smaller time frame, this is bad. The price of Bitcoin fighting to remain above this CPR line, this monthly CPR line, is bad because yesterday when we had this sell-off, you can see the price came at the bottom CPR line. We found support at the bottom CPR line, and now we are fighting to remain in between the bottom and the central CPR line. We are aware if the price loses the support from this CPR line, this purple lines, top, central and the bottom purple line, then the next target, right? The next target will be this red line. Yes, this red line will be looked as our price objective for this month of January, which sits around 38,000 range. 38,000 will be the first monthly S1 line, and if the price shows furthermore shakeout, you can see the worst case target is around 31,000. This is the monthly S3 line, right? This is the worst case target. The second target is around 34,000, but for now, this S1 line will be looked as our upcoming target if we lose the support from this CPR line, which is around 41,000 range. Yes, guys, if we lose the support around 41,000, then we have to be careful, because in that case, even this 38 to 34,000 could be retested. And if that happens, guys, if the price of Bitcoin gets attracted towards this lower trend line, it could make sense. Why? Because in that case, we could be also forming a so-called a head and shoulder type of formation. Now we are just waiting for this continuation to play out. If this is an actual bearish continuation, then we will see price of Bitcoin after some range bound, right? After some range bound, like this, to show further more corrective move. And if that happens, then according to this head and shoulder pattern, you can see if you take the price objective, then from the neckline till the head, we could see another continuation like this. Price of Bitcoin coming back around 36,000 range before calling it a bottom, before, right, starting with a new impulsive move here like this, and if this continuation takes place, then you can see price in that case will be also testing the support from this monthly S1 line. Price of Bitcoin will be testing the support from this yearly CPI line, and even the support from this Williams alligator indicator. Yes, if the price of Bitcoin shows further corrective move, if this head and shoulder scenarios plays out, it doesn't mean we are going to be completely bearish, guys. Please understand this. It could be a buying opportunity because in a bigger frame, the price of Bitcoin still looks very, very bullish. So always, guys, always look at the bigger picture. In case of doubt, simply zoom out. So this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, let's destroy the like button. Let's try to reach 1,000 like in this video, because video like this takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy, and if you appreciate what I'm doing, please hit that like button. And also, if you are still unaware about this 200 USDT futures position airdrop, then please check the video description, because new users register under CryptoAnup affiliate ID 30687. During the event, will stand a chance to receive a position airdrop, Bitcoin USDT position airdrop or Ethereum USDT position airdrop. So this is free money. Try to claim it, guys. So by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye-bye.